Welcome to a brand new podcast. And this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your brand on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Same email if you want to make a free will offering, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Definitely we can use your support, so anything that you can donate, definitely will appreciate that. We have different links to other affiliates. Again, that's www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. So definitely look at that. You'll find other links to other affiliates that we have. And we do have a Patreon channel in which we have videos that is not posted on YouTube, digital products, and consulting services as well. Again, that's www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. And I do definitely, last week we had a channel that we use time to time. Yogic, let me spell it. Yogic. Yogic Beats. It's a nice beat from last show, so I want to give a shout out to Yogic Beats. You can find his platform on YouTube, so definitely check him out. I forgot to give him a shout out last show, so I wanted to give him a shout out on this show. So, Yogic Beats on YouTube. Music, Cheap Limousine Channel. Cheap Limousine Channel, we have a whole wide range of different beats as you listen to right now. And once you go to his platform on YouTube, you have other social media platforms of his, so like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine Channel on YouTube. And continuing to train on YouTube, we have the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel. Over 500 videos to open up your third eye. So like, subscribe, and share to the Greatness 19 channel on YouTube. So we have a lot of different videos, and I need your guys to definitely pass the word worldwide and support the Greatness 19 channel. And continue to train on YouTube, Mr. Evolution of London. That's our educational channel. So definitely we have a lot of videos that you will definitely like, and it's definitely informative. So Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. If you want to book a consultation, you can email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. That's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And support his merchandise is www.wjaaccessories.org. Custom clothes, accessories, digital products, personal as well as business use. So definitely check out Mr. Will, fitness consultant. And again, you can't go wrong. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, luxury candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars. From scented to unscented candles. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, jasmine, rose, eucalyptus, vanilla, just to name a few. And if you want to order, you can email them at royalty9international@gmail.com. And you can check out their social media platform, Royalty9 International, on TikTok and Instagram. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ worldwide, so one of the best in Southwestern Ontario. If you want to book him to be at your venue, email him at djpanthro519@gmail.com. That's djpanthro519@gmail.com. And you can check out his social media, TikTok, DJ Panthro 519, as well as his YouTube channel, DJ Panthro 519, and definitely like, subscribe, and share, and pass it along. Fin City Fish and Chips, located 711 Richmond Street, downtown London, Ontario. Telephone number 519-672-9950. And you can email them at fincitylondon@gmail.com, fincitylondon@gmail.com. And you can check out their website for the different dishes that they have, www.fincityfishandchips.ca. They're on social media, Facebook, Instagram. And again, their food is definitely delicious. Their Caesar salad, fish and chips, of course, that's a given. So definitely check out Fin City Fish and Chips. And they deliver the usual ones: DoorDash, Uber Eats, Skip. So check out Fin City Fish and Chips. Let's give a warm welcome to Paul Anthony. And how you can do that is go to his social media platforms on YouTube and his social media, which you just type in the legend Paul Anthony, and you will find him there. And definitely, if you want to book for him to be at a venue near you, Paul fullforce1@gmail.com. Paul fullforce1@gmail.com. But let me give you a little background, just in case you don't know. The legendary Grammy Award winning Paul Anthony, him and his family helped start the group Full Force, R&B and hip hop group Full Force, so know your history. Actor, as I mentioned previously, House Party 1, House Party 2, Crush Groove, Coach Carter, Martin. If you don't know about those, you need to Google. House Party is a very good movie, as well as House Party 2, Crush Groove. But see, you don't know, so you need to know. That's how you will find Mr. Anthony. Now, Paul is a producer, songwriter, vocalist, who worked with entertainers, and I mentioned before, Lisa, Coach Jam, James Brown, Black Eyed Peas, Bob Dylan, Justin Timberlake, Rihanna, Selena, Nicki Minaj, and Patti LaBelle, just to name a few. So, seek and you shall find. Now, you can check us out on Rumble, rumble.com. the Oracle 19. We have more and more shows that we putting on Rumble. So you can check us out there. Again, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on Spotify for podcasters, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, just to name a few. You can find us also www.theoracle19radio.com as well. Anything I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of those major platforms, as well as the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London as well. I think I covered everything. If not, I'm sorry. But today's topic, the sins of man. The sins of man. Something that a lot of times we should do a little inner reflection. And the onus, I'll say, with man. Now, I'm not going to get into how we was created and all of that, because people have different belief systems. But you got to look at what's going on today. And we as men, and I mentioned this previously on the show, Men's versus Males. See, when there's an action, there's a reaction. I think we as men forgotten that. See, good or bad, up and down, things that you do, good and bad, it comes back to you. Every decision. And it could affect you. See, especially you young men, you need to really be mindful of the moves that you make. Give you an example. Let's talk about the physical. And I mentioned this on previous shows. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. See, when you're young and vibrant, you have no care in the world. You party hard. You drink heavy. You smoke heavy. You don't rest your body. You stay up days at a time. You fornicate crazy. You young. You vibrant. But it catches up to you. It'll catch up to all of us, men. Because, when you're a teenager, you don't care about your body. You're reckless. Same thing in your 20s. Same thing in your 30s. But then it slowly catches up with you when you start hitting 40, 50, 60. And now you become a senior citizen. Your body has broken down. Now, by natural law, my opinion, if you preserved your body, your body will last. But a lot of us men, and this is pertaining to the men right here. We're not even getting to the women. You find that you're going through multiple pains. You have multiple illnesses. We all get old and slow down, certain things we cannot do. But then the basics in life. A lot of us men can't walk. Can't even talk for that matter because you got strokes on top of strokes. You got ailments. Diabetes. Other fungi, cancers. High blood pressure. Can't get it up anymore. And you're 65, 70. Now, if you might not be a religious person, let's just use this. Let's go into a fantasy land for a moment. And if you read the Bible, because the Bible is a history book, but let's say you don't believe, but just pretend that you have read it or know of it. And there was prophets, Abraham, Noah, Moses. And the stories of these prophets, these men lived hundreds and hundreds of years. Let's say allegedly, based on the scriptures. And they had children when they was hundreds and hundreds of years old. And they lived a long time. Why is that? How is that? Now, I know the foods was different. The air was fresher. The water was pure. More pure than it is. Less corrupted, etc., etc., etc. But don't you think it was also the mind state as well? And you are what you eat. But our bodies in this day and time breaks down early. We abuse ourselves so heavily, by the time we reach in 30, we're broken down. The sins of man. This is strictly for the men right now, talking about them. I'm not going to get, that could be the reversal for the ladies, but this is not the conversation for that. The sins of man. Bodies, not preserving the bodies. Even within this corrupted system, you're not preserving your body to the best of your abilities. So this is the price you pay. So whose fault is this? Is it God's fault? Is this the devil's fault? Or is this you? Something to think about. Sins of man. Shows in your body. Men look older, more worn out, because they're tearing their bodies up. What about the decision making you make in life? Who you be with? Who you procreate with? Can you blame that on God? the devil, or you. The sins of man. We all make decisions in terms of who we deal with, what women we deal with, when we know that's not the woman for us, but we do it. Why? Why? We go with our desires, our wants, even though we know that woman is not for us. Then she ruins us. Our brand, our character, our legacy. Yes, your legacy. Because being that she take care of the children, you pick the wrong one, she destroys your legacy. It is what it is. So who's to blame? It's you, men. The sins of man. You lie, you cheat, you steal. You gotta go to prison. Who's to blame? Is it God? Man? Or, excuse me, God, the devil, or you? Again, the sins of man. So you make decisions because you feel you need to go out here and get it. And hey, I'm not telling you what you should or should not do. These are choices that you have. But when you have to be locked up for X amount of years, who's to blame? Again, the sins of man. See, it is what it is. We can't run around and put blame on anyone else but ourselves. So you wonder why our life is not where we want it to be. And we run around doing ungodly things, having different sexual behaviors. And then you wonder why you have diseases. Does it go against the scriptures if you're religious? Do you believe in karma? Is it a price you have to pay? Doing unnatural things that is not natural to the natural law of life. When you're dealing with ungodly things, having deviant sexual behaviors. I'll leave it as that. Again, the sins of man. You have to look at who you associate with. Because the people you associate with can bring you down, I should say. Bring you down and doing sinful things. And then you're wondering why I have so much bad luck. Why I can never get on my feet. Why I'm always having problems in my life. Why I can't make more money. Why I'm still living in the same situation. Why nobody likes me. Because it's a domino effect. The sins of man. things that you have done, who you associate with. If you believe in energy, bad energy specifically. Again, the sins of man. These are the things that affect us. What you do, what you put inside you. I mentioned I touched on in terms of you are what you eat. But what about to add on to that, being physically strong, working out, taking care of your body? Your body is a temple. To be the best you can be. We're not talking about you being a bodybuilder. Just taking care of yourself and staying fit so you can preserve your body. And again, a touching base, like I mentioned earlier, abusing your body, it catches up to you. Is that sins of man? What about mentally? Reading certain things, watching certain positive videos. It can affect your psyche, your mental health, which is just as important as your physical health. This is why a lot of men is mentally insane. Because you haven't built your psychic self-defense. I'll make sure I say it correctly. Psychic self-defense. And what do I mean by that? By reading certain books, by paying attention to positive, informative videos and shows, will make you mentally stronger. It will be a mental defense against negativity that is around you, that is trying to destroy you from within. And if you're watching nothing but negative videos and ungodly shows, is that part of the sins of man? When you're watching programs that is ungodly, going against your nature negatively, and you wonder why it affects you physically? Again, the sins of man. We as men is not perfect. We imperfect, perfect beings. But if we want to be leaders, if we want to improve ourselves, we have to conquer our vices and be not only physically fit, but mentally fit. Because like I touched on within the last show, there's powers that be that is trying to destroy the real men of society and create a new man, a softer and cuddly man, a weaker man. And by doing that, that reduces the population. That's another avenue of reducing the population. When you have weak men, weak-minded men, and I mentioned this on other shows, it naturally reduces the population because these men is not strong enough to withstand leadership as being a man within their circumference. Again, the sins of man. Building blocks, steps that you have to make to avoid these pitfalls to make you less than who you are. Again, we live in the world of sin. So we're going to slip and slide as men. But you don't want to slip and slide that you become less than who you are. It's a cold world. And you in it. And this is why corruption, deception, agendas, control, destruction, as I mentioned, racism. All of this is to pull you in sin and be more sinful and take you off of the path. We can't forget others. There's more. Men nowadays delete each other. You look at me, I look at you. What you were looking at? Pow. Pow. You're gone. All because you looked at me. I didn't like how you looked at me. I don't know you. You don't know me. Now you're gone. Now what? The person's standing. What's next? You already eliminated that person. What next? So you happy with your life now? You eliminated that person? You think you did a good deed? So you want to eliminate more people if they look at you? How'd that make you feel? Do you feel good? You feel more manly? Do you feel more educated? Do you feel like now you could be a leader? All because you looked at me and I looked at you. The sins of man. This is what we up against. Sad but true. But this is how we trained. We're not empathetic towards our fellow man anymore. Why should I be? That's what a lot of men will say. It goes with hand in hand with the violence that I mentioned. So there's no feelings. There's no loyalty anymore. So men, you can sleep with another man's... We've been conditioned that sleeping with another man's wife is not a bad thing. It's a come up. It's a good thing. This is what we conditioned. So you wonder why man fell from grace. Now is in the hands of mankind. Kind of man. So it's in the hands now because man fell from grace. It's okay now, as I'm mentioning, I'm doubling down, for a man to sleep with another man's wife. The sins of man. and you wonder why you tormented. Men, let's say for example, you're a regular man, 30 something. And let's say for example, you've been with 100 women. And let's say those 100 women do not like you anymore. On this planet Earth, let's say you got 3 billion women sprinkled throughout this planet Earth. Let's just throw that number. But realistically, out of those 3 billion, a lot of them is married and already taken. But let's say 100,000 women are available to you, sprinkled around this planet Earth, which is realistic in a way. It's sprinkled through this planet Earth, all different shades and colors, whatever. 100,000 women. Let's say, I even lower it down. Let's say 50,000 women sprinkled throughout this planet Earth is single and someone that you could obtain. If 100 women don't like you no more, don't want to deal with you anymore, you have 49,900 women sprinkled throughout this planet Earth, all shades and colors that you can partake if you so choose to. So why would I focus on one woman that is not mine and don't like me or like me just for the physical? Now I'm causing controversy with the husband, and you got 49,899 women sprinkled around this planet Earth that you can get. I did some math. I eliminated 100 women that you've been with, and I eliminated the one woman that you stalking and you trying to deal with her, and she's married. The sins of man. You got to put yourself, men, in abundance mindset. Let's say you don't want to travel and you deal with your country where you reside. It's not even far-fetched. Let's just throw a number out there in your country, like the US of A. Realistically, there's 10,000 women that is single of all shades that is available for you if you get up and have an abundance mindset. 10,000. Is that far-fetched? You might like, you trying to process this. Well, guess what? In the US of A, what is it? Let's do some figures. 300 million people in the US of A? And we already know there's more women than men. So let's say, for example, let's throw some numbers. It might be 200 women out here, because there's women, let's say I'm giving a ratio of one, like more than half, like, just 2/3 type of thing. Let's say it's 200 women sprinkled throughout the United States. And let's break that down, because a lot of them is taken and married and kids and whatever. But the single women that is free and floating around in the United States, I'm going to just say this, and this is a low figure, but let's say it's just 10,000 women for you. Or no, let's break that down. Let's even reduce it. Let's say it's 1,000 women for each man. 1,000 women sprinkle around for you. Guess what? That's 1,000 women. That's not real. That's not unrealistic, because some men have slept with 500 to 1,000 women anyway. That's not far-fetched. But I'm just giving you a low number. Let's say it's 1,000 women for you. That's 1,000 women for you. Why are you sweating over one? 1,000 women that is single. Confused but single. But realistically, it's a lot of women for you. But you deal with one. You get trapped with one. You get caught up in a situation. doing ungodly things with another man's wife, now you can be deleted off of this face of this earth. Man deletes you, you gone, he's in jail, that woman is still floating around, ready to deal with the next man, and then the next man, and then the next man. Again, the sins of man. But you to blame. This is the reality. We gotta look at the reality, what we dealing with. This is why we're going through situations, men. It's how we think. Even our work, where we work, we gotta look at what's productive for us and what is not. Now I know we all need money and situations, I get it. But in life there's always loopholes. And you wonder why you go through stress and strain. But a lot of times we don't want to take chances. Sometimes the work, the job is not really for us. And there is loopholes to find other streams of income. But we got to be bold. And we got to go for it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Again, the sins of man. Choices in our decisions in life, sometimes we have to make business decisions. Family, friends, and foe can bring us down and cause us to sin more. And sometimes we have to let it go. No matter how painful it is, you have to let it go. So, what is your next move, men, from this point forward? How you are trying to be a better you? What are your steps from this point forward? What are you going to do? Do you know what is right and wrong for you? So how are you going to improve yourself? Are you going to continue sinning? Because sometimes we pick certain religions without not researching and studying the background. We just pick religions because other people is doing it. And then we end up sinning more. Because you don't know the history of the religion that you follow. Life doesn't work, in my opinion, where you can purposely sin Monday to Saturday and then expect to be saved on a Sunday because you decide to dress up in your Sunday best, men. Life doesn't work that way. And this is why a lot of you men, you go sin from Monday to Saturday, and then you put on your suit and tie, and you go to church and expect to be saved, and then you wonder why you still have bad luck on a Monday. Because you didn't put your best foot forward truly. You're just going through the motions of religion. But your heart is still dirty. Your soul is still dirty. Even your physical is still dirty. You're not a man of God. as you think you are. The sins of man. It is what it is. Life. Checks and balances. Karma. Natural law. Religion. Way of life. Whatever you following, whatever you perceive, whatever you think, the moves that you will make, that you do make, that you will make, it is a price that you will have to pay. Good, bad, up or down. So choose your decisions wisely. Thank you for listening.
Cheap.